There is not a more iconic duo of overall brothers than that of Wario and Waluigi, with their stylishly villainous mustaches and their timelessly wicked... Wait, what do you mean Wario and Waluigi aren't brothers? Come on, next you're gonna tell me Mario and Wario aren't cousins? Really? They're just childhood friends? Huh. I'm Super Macho Gamer, and welcome to this episode of Macho Theory, where I gotta ask, who is Waluigi? Seriously, who is Waluigi? We know nothing about the guy, besides the fact that he only ever seems to hang out with Wario, and he really, and I mean really, hates Luigi. So today we're gonna dive down that purple warp pipe as we look to answer the question, who is Waluigi? Really? Now, there's no better place for us to start with our investigation than with his very first appearance back in the year 2000. Fitting that we were blessed with a new millennium the same time we were blessed with Waluigi. This is where he makes his grand debut, appearing as Wario 2nd as they sneak into the very first star tournament in Mario Tennis. On a side note, this is also where we get the return of everyone's favorite desert princess, Princess Daisy. But more importantly, we get our first look at what kind of person Waluigi is. And he kinda has anger issues. Or does he? Without missing a beat, Waluigi does not take Luigi's insults lightly and is ready to be the first to throw down, marching straight up to Luigi and showing him who really wears that capital L. However, it is important to note, Waluigi didn't start this fight. Luigi did, when he decided to bully, yes, bully Waluigi by insulting his tennis swing. So it's safe to say Waluigi is not the kind of person who takes kindly to bullies or their insults. And Luigi is in fact a huge bully. But let's not dwell on that much longer. Instead, let's jump to his next appearance, where he competes in the Peach Dome tournament in Mario Power Tennis, once again as Wario's partner, where they are quickly eliminated by the other plumbers in their very first match, with a decisive power shot from the red plumber himself. So to help get their frustration from losing, our dastardly pair does what any sane person would do. They vandalize Mario and Luigi's tournament board pictures. In their defense, the tournament organizers were pretty messed up to change out Wario's and Waluigi's pictures like this. I mean, really, who thought this was a good idea? It's almost like they were asking for it to happen, especially because, as we can see, it wasn't done for any other team that played before Wario and Waluigi. It's almost like the event organizers have something against our wicked duo. And it's not that hard to believe. Just look how fast the Popo Piantas show up to try and arrest them. No security is that fast responding to anything, let alone a mild case of vandalism. It's pretty safe to say the whole thing was a setup, just to make Wario and Waluigi look bad. So of course they book it and try to run away. And this is where we see Waluigi doesn't leave his homie behind, especially to take the blame. He's a ride or die kind of guy, and is loyal to a fault. Well, loyal to Wario, that is. And let's be honest for a moment, we could all use a Waluigi in our lives. But now it's time for us to once again jump to another appearance of our purple plumber. This time in his very first golfing debut as he takes part in the Toadstool Tour in Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. And despite their villainous introduction, everything they do is shockingly super peaceful and civil. I mean, honestly, Waluigi doesn't even break or destroy anything when he can't sink a putt. Even professional golfers can't keep it together after that much failure is on display. But our boy is nothing but calm and collected. And you see, these kinds of things are a recurring pattern for Waluigi in all of his appearances. He's honestly a beacon of humanity, really, except he's not real. You heard me right. Waluigi isn't real. Not like Mario and Luigi or Peach and Daisy. You see, Waluigi is a figment of Wario's imagination. Wario's imaginary friend, if you will. A friend that Wario created after being endlessly bullied and harassed by the other kids when he was a child. Bullied by none other than Mario himself. In the manual of Super Mario Land 2, we get our first introduction to Wario, but from Mario's point of view, where he says, and I quote, "An evil creep took over my castle and put the people of Mario Land under his control with a magic spell. This intruder goes by the name of Wario. He has been jealous of my popularity ever since we were boys." An evil creep who has been jealous of Mario's popularity since they were children. The thing is, this is Mario's words to describe Wario. His words to justify what happened when they were kids. Justify how Mario and the other children used to bully Wario. Because that's the thing with bullies as they get older. They either regret what they did in the past, or they double down and justify their actions, which is clearly what we see Mario do here. And we know this is true because in volume 44 of Nintendo Power, a comic titled Mario vs. Wario was published, showing how much Wario was affected by Mario's bullying and how little Mario cared that he was the aggressor and still doesn't care. So it was during this time of endless bullying, endless harassment, a time when innocent Wario could not make any friends. Because of the actions of Mario, he did the only thing he could do. He made his own. A friend who stands up to bullies, a friend who would never leave him behind, and a friend who no matter what would never bully others and cannot be seen by others, which is true. We never see Waluigi physically interact with any other character but Wario. Yoshi catches a ball, getting Waluigi out, and then just stands there like nothing happened. It's kind of creepy, actually. Even when Mario appears to steal the basketball from Waluigi, Mario doesn't even react like he just did it. Instead, it really just seems like Mario jumped up for the ball alone. Now, earlier in this video, I brought up Princess Daisy, and there's a reason for that. You see, Daisy was first introduced in Super Mario Land and was being rescued from an alien invasion by Mario. At the exact same time, Wario supposedly took over Mario's castle, and she hasn't been seen since until her return in Mario Tennis, where we also get the return of another character, one who had not been seen since 1988. Birdo, one of the many individuals who was trying to stop Mario and his friends from defeating Wart in Super Mario Bros. 2. Except none of that ever happened, because the entirety of Super Mario Bros. 2 was nothing more than a dream, a figment of Mario's sleep time imagination. Now, I bring this up because every single time we see Waluigi in all his glory, we also see Birdo or other characters who have only ever appeared in Super Mario Bros. 2, or as I should say, have only ever appeared in the imagination of a Denzian of the Mushroom Kingdom. And if that's not enough to convince you, just take a look at Luigi. Are we really to believe that Mario's twin brother, the man who throws insults, the man who gloats about his golf swings, is supposed to be the same cowardly Luigi that we've grown to love? Of course not. He is only this way because we are viewing these tournaments through the eyes of Wario. This is how Wario still views Mario and Luigi, as the bully and his brother that used to harass and traumatize Wario as a child. Trauma that our dear Wario was never truly able to overcome. And so, whenever he's around Mario and Luigi, he needs the one thing, the one person that gives him the peace of mind to stand up to his childhood bully and his brother, his imaginary friend, Waluigi. Thanks for watching this episode of Macho Theory, everyone, and I'll catch you guys next time.